All right, this is just the baby layout so far. This is ridiculously huge. This is two 8-foot tables. They're just a shade under 8 feet. This takes up the whole basement main area. And this is not the final layout. This is just the stock layout that's been extended a little bit. I put more lane changers in. I added the start light feature, pit row. It simulates fuel consumption and everything. You got a pit and then it refuels the cars. This is actually a bridge section that the stock track just has like the flat tracks that you put on risers, but this has the curved, so it's a smoother transition. Dual lane changer there, curve, a left to right here. That's to make it easier to get into the pits actually, because I was relying on this one over here to get into the inside lane to get into the pits, because you got to hit your button and you hit this. There's sensors everywhere that use infrared that identifies your car and knows that you're the one going in the pits, and the race app will announce, Eric is in the pit, or Connie's in the pit, Connie's done fueling, etc. Real race events with weather simulation, it'll make you pit to get rain tires on, all kinds of stuff. So I've got a variable power source for it, because it came DOA, the stock power source, and I went through warranty. They gave me one that's 4 volts higher than what this one came with, which was fine because you can run 124 scale cars on that, but these are 132s and they run on 14.8 volts. The 124s run on 18 volts, but I don't need it anyways. I could just juice it up there if I run 124s, I've got to put shoulders on everywhere, like these. So that's in the future when the final layout's done. Like I said, this is just basically an extended version of the stock layout, the starter kit, and I'm running this until I get used to it, and I've got more track pieces here, pit lane extenders, things like that. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a double tiered table over here. On that end, there's a ledge and the bricks all the way around. So I'm going to double tier it here and do a long straightaway with the bank curve over there, and come back and do like a multi-tiered, multi-directional track over there. So that's in the future. In the meantime, we're running these cars on their slowest possible speeds because I'm afraid they're gonna jump. These things are animals. If you juice them up, you adjust them in the app and 100%, and you ain't keeping them on the track. And I'm at 20%, and they already drift around the corners and everything. So yeah. So with the tables and stuff, I'm about $1,100 into this thing so far, with a long ways to go yet. But I'm not going to run the cars at the moment. I'm just showing the track, and I got that light there. And I've got street lights too that actually plug into the side of the track. There's little holes, and they clip in. You put them wherever you want. You have to wire those on a separate transformer. But I've got 20 of them. So on the darker areas of the track, I'll put those up, like around curves and stuff. And I could get more too. They're little LED street lights. So yeah, it's coming along. We'll run this for a little while, a few months or whatever, and then I'll start buying more stuff and building the multi-tiered tables and the straightaways and stuff. And then it's going to be landscaped and scenery and everything. It's going to have some cool ancient ruins and forest and fog and possibly even a waterfall. So yeah, it's going to be pretty badass when it's done. But for now, we're just getting used to it. And it's been a headache. It's been a pain in the ass. I'm not going to lie. And it's huge. I mean, it takes up... I can't block this door. And we got to have access to the back. So, you know, I'll probably move things around a little bit to shift it a little bit so we can get back there better, probably. And maybe not block the door here so much. And then I got foam board, but this stuff ain't gonna be any good. But you use that stuff, kind of like that blue stuff up there on the wall. You put that down under the track, and then you could carve it, and you could build it up, and you can make mountains and all kinds of cool things out of it. So that's gonna be the plan. And it's gonna be more tables, so you're gonna have 8-foot table over there, possibly 11-foot table, double tiered. Most likely, and then adding table all the way down here as far as I could go without blocking the door over here. So, and that'll be high speed with a bank curve. You know, so that'd be where you get your speed from it, and the extended pit lane and all that. And then your technical section is going to be the double tiered or triple tiered, however many tiers I put on, and it's going to be, you know, a lot of curves, a lot of switchbacks, a lot of up and down, and a lot of cool lighting too. So yeah, I mean, this takes a toy to hobby grade level. I mean, it's extortionately expensive when you buy stuff for these things. And I got 2 more cars coming too. I got a C8 Corvette and a McLaren, which are on back order. So I'll get some video of it tomorrow running. I just wanted to... I've been working on this thing since this afternoon. I built the tables today. I gotta reinforce the legs yet. I need more wood for that. I think I got some in the water room back there. But, so, yeah, it looks like I could come out this way a little bit more towards the laundry room. Kind of shift it maybe more towards the 1 o'clock position, the whole setup. So that will make it accessible over there. The track kind of runs off a couple inches on the end, so I'm trying to avoid too much of it running off. And I've still got curves, straights. I got 1 curve left. I got straights. I've got another, this is a right to left change. I got 4 straights there. These are all dead, empty boxes. And then 2 pit lane extenders. These are single lane tracks that would go in here. I think, oops. Yeah, there's one in each one. I mean, that pit lane alone's $100. That'll tell you how expensive this is. But it's functional. You got to pull in, you pull past the sensor here, and stop, your car fuels up. Takes about 7-8 seconds, and then you're back in the race. And you could extend it. You could put dual pit lanes in. You can make this a 4-lane track, a 6-lane track. You could run up to 6 cars. They could all run in the same lane, because your controllers do not vary the voltage in the lanes. It just tells the decoder in the cars what the car needs to do speed-wise, because it's digital. So there's a signal that runs through the track, and it knows where the cars are at via the sensors. Each digital piece, like the switchers, have a little eye right there, infrared, and there's infrared on the car, and it senses the car and knows which car it is via your input on the controller. And this lights up. and that's a countdown light for the start of the race. Plus the app does a verbal countdown. The app verbally tells you who's in the lead, your best times, when you need fuel, when you're going in the pits, when you're out of the pits, and that'll be hooked up to a sound bar system, and it puts all the stats up on a screen. So there will be a TV installed on this as well. So it's pretty badass. I need a hobby, and I've always liked stock cars. You know, my AFX track is in there, and I've got 3 more tracks that I got one to restore that I've had for 30 years. I got one that I've had since 1977 that I did restore. I gotta find a place to put that one too, because that one's cool. That's a TCR. So now I'm just rambling, but this will be it's a European spec too. It's, you know, made in Germany. So this will be the calling it the Coliseum of Speed, but it's going to be more like the Euro Crash. Probably going to name it. So, yep. Can't wait to get it done, but a few $1,000s and, you know, a couple of years probably to do it. So we'll see. I get ambitious and I might do it all in 1 month, but, you know, and the detail on these things is just stunning. You can even turn the lights on and off via the controller too. That's crazy. They brake. The brake lights come on when you brake. Yeah. So that came from Canada. All LED 5 pods. Matter of fact, I know I'm rambling, but I got it on right now. So that kind of lights up the center, but there'll be like street lights over here and probably on the end over there, maybe over there too. Probably around every curve, I would say. I would probably do it. I might even get a little bit more. Those aren't very expensive. They're like not even $3 a piece, but they're kind of like a homegrown thing. The guy that makes those makes those as well. And but that was $60. That light there, you got to night assemble it. Those street lights, 20 of them, everything was $120. Everything you do for this thing is $100. So, all right, I'm gonna. And there's black light on that too, but it's not turned on. That's just there to cover. There's a dormant window there, and it's ugly over there, so I just covered it. So, all right, peace.